Hello, Mr. Chu here with a very exciting announcement that I wanted to make. So I wanted you to see my face because I'm usually doing my videos in front of a whiteboard, but in this case, I'm going to use a PowerPoint and I wanted you to see what I look like. And yes, I'm wearing an Under Armour hat now in an Indiana State ISU hoodie. So let's get with the announcement. I'm going to make my face smaller so that I can use my PowerPoint here. I am Mr. Chu. And I have an announcement. It is an important announcement, especially for high school students. So, for 24 years, I was a teacher. I taught mostly algebra and geometry. I've been making math videos since the last 3 or 4 months and posting them on my YouTube channel to help students that struggle in algebra, geometry, arithmetic, and pre-algebra. So that's what I've been spending my time since I stopped teaching in the regular classroom. So now I'm going to offer SAT prep for students that are getting ready to graduate and take the SAT or the ACT or the ASVAB so they can prepare for what's after high school. So I'm going to call these Mr. Chu's Test Prep Review videos. Where am I getting these? Well, the practice problems were all released by the College Board for students to use to prepare for the SAT test, but they also would be helpful for the ACT and the ASVAB. It's just giving you practice, and I'm not dealing with the English and the writing part. I'm just dealing with the math because math is what I'm concerned with right now. There'll be 27 problems in what's called Module 1. It's the first practice release that they have, the College Board has. I'm going to solve them all. I'm going to have 13 or 14 short videos with 3 problems in what I'm calling video 2, and then 2 in each of the 3 to 14. And then there'll be one longer video, and it'll be quite a lot longer because it's going to have all 27 in it. And I'll upload that later, and there'll be 27 problems solved, and there'll be links from the shorter ones to the long ones and to a playlist with each of them. So there are references that you can use. Now, I'm not going to provide the guide, but I'm going to show you what they look like on here. So, first of all, there are notes. It says, unless otherwise indicated, all the variables and expressions are for real numbers. There's no imaginary numbers. And everything's drawn to scale. And everything lies in a plane, and the domain of the function f is the real numbers, and f of x will be a real number. The number of degrees of an arc is 360. That's used in some questions. Number of radians of an arc, which is a geometry topic of a circle, is 2 pi. And the sum of the measures in degrees of angles in a triangle are 180. So all of those are important things. Okay? All right, now let's look. It's got formulas in here, and in these formulas, it's got the area of a circle, pi r squared, circumference 2 pi r, and it shows a circle. There you hear Bear in the background coughing. And then you've got length times width to be the area of a rectangle, area of a triangle, 1/2 base times height, Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared is c squared. Special right triangles. These are topics in geometry and algebra 2 and pre-calc, and they do ask questions on these. You got the volume, length times width times height of a rectangular prism, and of a cylinder, pi r squared h. Of a sphere, the volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. The volume of a right circular cone, 1/3 pi r squared h, and the volume of this rectangular pyramid, 1/3 length times width times height. Okay, so we have to go on, explain a little bit more. They're usually challenge problems. I'm not going to have challenge problems in these because we're just going from 2 to 2 to 2, but on all of my other videos, there are challenge problems. Some of the practice problems may be very easy for you. Some might be hard, and they vary from topic to topic. So I am not grouping them based on different topics, which is what one teacher wanted me to do. What I'm doing is presenting them just as they are in the practice format of Module 1. So most SAT math problems require background knowledge of algebra, geometry, and number sense. All right, why am I saying this? What I'm talking about is you have to know the math you've been learning in your math class, or you're not going to do well on the SAT. So you'll see the variety in these 27 in Module 1, and then we'll continue after I get all these uploaded, and I'll go to Module 2. There's always going to be a link on the top left of my screen if you're watching on a computer, and sometimes it'll come up on your cell phone if you're watching on a cell phone. But you can always subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then you'd be able to find all of them. Video 1 will have explanations. I changed these a little bit since I did this original PowerPoint. Video 1, I'm going to call video 1 the video that has all 27 problems. And I'll call 2 the one that has 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 4, 5, etc. The first 4 problems are pretty easy, and I'm grouping the first 3 together on what's called video 2. And you'll see they're very different. From one problem to the next, they are not similar in nature at all. And when you take the test, they'll do this. They'll just throw different types of problems. So my advice to you is for you to plan to watch all the videos and all the different types of questions so that you can prepare for the test the best that you can. All right. So in conclusion here, I need for you to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and X, and then you'll be able to check out when I've got these different videos coming. You can subscribe my YouTube channel. That's the actual really long link. If you're on a computer, you can see the subscribe button you can click on very easily to subscribe to me. Make sure that you continue. You can always send me a question. Here is my email address for students, askmrchew@gmail.com. So I have that for you. Help me spread the word. I want to help students. I want to help you with math questions. I want you to be able to use my videos. And I have curricula called Bare Algebra. It's what I call my algebra video program, Bracket Geometry, Tray Arithmetic, and I have an additional one called Tray Arithmetic Plus whenever it's pre-algebra. So I'll post these test prep regularly. Check them out, and I want to help you do well on the SAT or on the ACT. Make sure you watch my videos. I'm Mr. Chew, and I want to help you learn the math.